Hello everybody, it's Peter the Rock. I'm still in the cemetery at the chapel, and I've wandered round it, and although there's a really nice display of flint interrupted there with a course of bricks, it's not open to the public. It might be that some people, there's been some vandalism or something, I don't know really, but it's rather a shame. Bit of peace. There are a couple of interesting graves here. This one, John Bedford, 1818, 1939. He died just at the outset of World War II. And there's a Christian cross with the word peace. And his wife, Elizabeth, was a couple of years younger than him, outlasted him by 21 years. Again, as I say, that's kind of par for the course. The woman tending to live 20 years or so longer than the man. But most interestingly are these two fresh graves. Now, I haven't seen anything as recent as this until I got to here. This one on my left, or straight ahead of you as you look, is Linda Susan Berlin, loving memory of a dear mum, Nan and great Nan, 54 to 2021. Always in our thoughts, forever in our hearts. And obviously a few relatives, perhaps the grandchildren, who knows, have put little bears and flowers and mementos there, because she only died 2 and a bit years ago. It's rather poignant, and it's a nice simple headstone as well, but it looks like it's made of dark marble or stone, so hopefully it will last. And the one next to her is Pearl Miles, brackets Canon, also died in 21, devoted mother for 71 years. Now, some of you may think, why has she put Canon? Well, she didn't do it, but why do they put Canon in brackets after her name? Was she in fact the Reverend Canon Pearl Miles? No, it doesn't work like that, because the Canon here is spelt with 2 N's. So it was her, I imagine, her single name before she became Pearl Miles. Now, for those of you who don't know, people in the Church of England anyway can have all sorts of titles. They can be the Reverend, the Very Reverend, the Most Reverend, and some of them also append the epithet Canon to their name. In fact, our priest at St Andrew's Church is also got a canon, and the next door church also has canon. What does this mean? It means that they got involved in some way with the upkeep or the building even of a cathedral. It could be anywhere in the world. When I was a student, one of my mentors, heroes, whatever, supporters, was a chap called Canon Noel Duckworth, and he became a canon through work, I think, in Africa. You can buy a book about him. Very famous man. He was on This Is Your Life and the Desert Island Disc thing a long time ago, 50s and 60s and stuff like that. Very nice man, very inspiring, only a little guy. He was a cox in the Cambridge boat in the 30s and won medals at the Munich Olympics, much loved. In World War II, he was a part of the prisoners captured by the Japanese, and he helped maintain the morale of the other prisoners, which was difficult to do given the lack of food and everything else they had, and the terrible conditions, and the relative frequency they all had of dying out in the Far East. Now, one thing I've learnt today is that the graves that are pure white, like this one in front of me, are military graves. There aren't many. This is only the third one I've seen, and it's Private J.D. Lacey, Oxford and Bucks, light infantry, died 1915, age 54. He did his duty. So he died before the Battle of the Somme. Also of Rene Lacy, reunited April 1975. That could well have been possibly his wife, who died 60 years later. Quite poignant, really. There's another military one over there. It must be a rule that if you're in the military, you get a white headstone. So that headstone has been up for 109 years, and it looks as if it was put up yesterday. It's very impressive, and well done to Private J.D. Lacy for doing your bit. What I'm going to do now is look at my favourite headstones of all in this cemetery. So I shall stop this video here and go to where they are. Thanks all for watching. Speed of the Rock. It's Sunday. Cheers.